So I don't have the freaking ring, huh? Now that's just your imagination talking. Come now, Sir Lawyer. I'm afraid imagination isn't the right word for it. This is a deduction, the result of carefully applied reasoning. Can you hear that careful reasoning for yourselves? It's a long story and better save for another time. Very well, another time. Those so-called long stories aren't usually all that long, at least not in my experience. So you're going to try to connect Detective Edme to Mr. Bullard, right? So I didn't have to do all this, and I'm like too stupid to see the freaking thing? Let's press again. Why would the victim mistake the defendant for mask? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Okay. Let's try this again. Show us the contradicting evidence. I don't have like a picture or something from him, right? What do I have? What do I have? What do I have? Oh, I guess it was this, huh? Yeah. No, it was not that. What? Maybe I have to press something again? Huh. Like, I'm super confused, like, you know what I want to talk about, right? So, what I want to talk about here is like the content in the letter describes the freaking red jewel, and we all know that not Miss Mask Demask had received the red jewel, the red diamond as, you know, as a reward for giving back the treasure. It was him, but I can't show the letter, and I can't show like anything else that like refers to the freaking like thing. Should I like show him? I try that. No, it's not. I'm like stuck. I know what I want to talk about, but they don't let me talk about that. Like, oh no, don't save. I'm super confused right now because this is like super easy because I know he has this freaking jewel right there in the picture, but I can't like get to this somehow. Very bad place to save, and yes. Yeah, I'd like pressed everything at more than once. Do you want to give me a tip? That he blackmailing. Okay, let me see why. So you know, my girlfriend helped. So... And now I should present this. Why? Why? I tried, my girlfriend said so. But the diamond was not from the first heist, it was from the fourth heist. This what? What? How can I? How did you, like, what? Let's see the reasoning behind this. This makes no sense in my... This makes no sense. This makes no sense. Why would I, like, present the first heist when it's about the fourth heist and the fifth heist? And there's nothing mentioned in this. Take a good look. It contains a picture of the tear of Amanon, the stolen jewel. What about it? The problem is this jewel's color. Oh my god, his reasoning is so dumb. Okay, his reasoning. Let's read the blackmail letter again. Okay, if you don't, I'll take that red diamond you received the other day instead. Let me go clear again. My girlfriend helped with this. This received is clearly, for me, not a point of you stole it. And Phoenix is now, yeah, this diamond is not red, it's blue. Like, what? Like, what? We're not talking about that. Like, no. What? Color? I'm not much of discussing color myself. According to the clipping, the color of the stolen jewel was blue. However, in the blackmail letter, a totally different jewel is mentioned. Oh. Yeah, yes, yes. And this is why I would never present the newsletter for this evidence, because this is a total different jewel. How should I, you know, like, how should I know this reasoning? Because this reasoning, as he says, makes no sense. What? I'm confused. I confused on that. My baby smooth brain is confused on this connection. He said clearly it's not the same thing. You know that this is not the same thing, so... I take that red diamond you received the other day. Red. Which means the red diamond described in the blackmail letter is not the tear of Amanon that Mask Demask stole at all. Yes, I know. And your point is, Mr. Wright, so you are trying to say that this blackmail letter was intended for someone else. That's what you're trying to say, right? What is that you're trying to say, right, Mr. Wright? Well, that is what you're trying to... Is this courtroom big? Is there an echo in this courtroom? Yes. This is who Camelot was actually blackmailing. Yeah. Oh my god, like... God damn it. The reasoning was... Okay, it was this was not for me, like this point, I guess. Did someone play this? A blackmail letter about a red diamond mistaken for a blue diamond. No, like did someone like play this and was like clueless as me, or is this was this for you like easy to figure out that you have to give the newspaper to that because it was a blue diamond? But I feel like if you, I don't know, paid attention to this point, you know it is about the freaking like ring he has and about this diamond because he received that because he, you know, get the treasure back. So I'm super confused on that. Like, I didn't saw the connection at all because, again, as Phoenix said, this is not the same thing to begin with. So I'm confused. But it's okay. Like, again, my baby smooth brain is like, to be someone's first title in the franchise at some point. Yeah, this is true, but I'm only referring to this case. They said about this jewel in this case that he received that. So I'm sure. Like I don't know. Oh, you mean maybe because of the paying attention thing? I don't know. I don't know. Like inside the case, I would. It's okay. Again, like I made the mistake. Obviously, I couldn't make the connection because my brain was too big to see that. I guess. Do you have some sort of basis for that claim? Do you have even You have been personally involved in every single mask demask case, and in the last case, you recovered what was stolen and received the jewel. Yeah, again, they mentioned that in this case and only in this case, so as your reward. A jewel, probably the one wrapped conspicuously, yeah, around your finger. That red diamond ring. That is the diamond referred to in the letter, which means that Cain Bullard wrote that letter in order to blackmail you. Ah, see? I knew that. this was my point the whole time. Akio coffee. Stop that, please. It seems you've gone too far with your childish pranks, Mr. Tried. Oh no, I don't like the way he said that. Cain Bullard blackmailed Luke at me. Are you for real? Yes, I am. Nick, come on, stand up to him. And answer me this. The blackmail letter contains the following passage. If you don't want your identity revealed to the world. Yes, it certainly does. More coffee! Cain Bullard threatened to make Luke Atmey's identity public knowledge. An identity he wanted to keep it secret. So just what was that identity? Atmey killed Cain Bullard because he was afraid of his secret becoming known. What was the identity he wanted to keep? I have saved now. Good. This is what it all comes down to, Nick. The identity that Luke Atmey wanted to so desperately keep secret was his identity as a blackmailer, because he is the blackmailer from he blackmailed, yeah, again, we talked about this yesterday. He blackmailed the real Mask Demask, and he was like preparing all these like heists. Luke Atmey was a blackmailer. Objection. Hey now, isn't that a little different from what you're from what you've been saying? You said that Cain Bullard wasn't the one blackmailing Luke Atmey. Are you saying that Atmey was blackmailing someone else on top of that? You have to admit that does sound a little odd. It's not odd. It's the only thing that makes any sense. Cain Bullard was blackmailing Luke Atmey, but Ron the Light was also blackmailed by a certain someone. So did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days after the Tear of Amanon heist. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans, in which case that would mean that Ron Delight was actually masked and demasked. That's what we are claiming. Someone else came up with the plans and had Mr. Delight steal his targets for him. And that someone was none other than Look at Me. Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear. What is? When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Careless, with a tendency to jump to conclusions. Am I wrong? How did you... You say that I, Look at Me, was blackmailing Ron Delight, in which case I would naturally know all about his relation to Mask Demask. Well, yes. Ron Delight started receiving plans from his second crime onwards, correct? No. Which means I learned of his identity when he committed that first crime. Yeah, good point. You certainly couldn't have blackmailed him otherwise. Akio, more coffee. In that case, let's see some hot, bitter evidence. During the first crime, how did Look at Me know that Ron Delight was Mask Demask? I guess because of the photo again, huh? Of the clipping again. Yeah, try that. Yeah, you know. I think I see it. See what? When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Gets into lots of mischiefs, trying to be the center of attention. What do you mean? This newspaper clipping. Got him. It has a picture of you and Ron Delight in a Scotland uniform. It seems that Mask Demask didn't just disappear into thin air. He just took off his outfit and hid it in a bucket. That sounds far too stupid to be true. Correct. With tricks like that, he couldn't fool the baby, yet alone, a nice detective. And that's when you figured it out, Mr. Atney. That's when you learned that under his mask was Ron Delight. He was nothing, a slimy blackmailer. What a fraud, yeah. Show your true face. Let's enter the final form of this trial. Are you not entertained? Let's go! Why you? How dare you expose me like that? Ha! You fool! Tried it again with your stupid little bot messages. I got you! Why, I mean, I've never blackmailed anyone in my life. I'm a famous and proud ace detective, and I'm also Mask Demask. Why can't you understand that? No. I'm afraid you were neither a proud thief nor an ace detective. You're a blackmailer and a murderer. That is your true identity. Time to drink. Atme.exe stopped working, I guess. This is good. It would seem we finally arrived at the real answer. It was quite a performance by Mr. Atme. Bailiff, please prepare a cell for Mr. Atme. Akio, more coffee. The hammer that strikes too fast has no time to aim. What do you mean? I'm already prepared to deliver my ruling. Allow me to say one thing. I will be the one to judge. You don't get much more in your face than that. It appears that your claws weren't quite sharp enough, Mr. Wright. But you do. It's true that you've proven a lot of things. Things like Look At Me was a filthy blackmailer, and that he wasn't at Lordly's tailor the night of the murder. That's right. That's why he is the one who killed. But... he's enjoying so much coffee. There is still one thing you have yet to prove. Just because he wasn't at the warehouse doesn't mean he was at the murder scene. Therefore, if you can prove that this pitiful excuse for a man was at KB security, then I don't see how a verdict can be delivered. I mean, he's right too. Order in the court, well, Mr. Wright? This is the final form of the freaking courtroom. Yeah, I've got to prove that Atme was at Bullard's office on that night. Can you really prove that? That's long enough, Mr. Wright. I want to hear your answer. So, since when did we allow cyborgs to be lawyers? It's a prosecutor. Hey, Vindel, nice to see you. Good to see you. He's a prosecutor. And on top of that, we had like radios in the witness stand. So I guess cyborgs are better than radios. So. There was a court case about that. Yeah, this is true too. Can I prove that he was there? I guess not. Can I prove it? I can't prove it because I don't have. If I had proof, this would be easier, more easy, right? Yeah, I don't have proof. I can prove it. Just as I thought. Okay. But if we hear more of Detective Atme's testimony, unfortunately, that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. What do you mean? I won't allow for any more testimony. That's what I mean. What? Have you forgotten Look At Me is here after we interrupted his own trial, and you have failed to prove that he committed the murder. I think it's time for this witness to return to his own trial and face his guilty verdict as Mask Demask. Well now, Mr. Lawyer, it seems that love wins out in the end after all. I am the ace detective as well as Mask Demask. My verdict will verify that. Just as Ron the Lights will verify that he is the true murderer. I declare that with the full force of my ace detectiveness. Okay. Order in the court. That's enough deliberation over this witness. Can't believe this. At this rate, Ron is... Don't give up now, Nick. We still have tomorrow. We can look for more evidence and... But then, it'll be too late, huh? Why? If he got guilty for being the other guy. Double jeopardy, yeah. One of the basic rules of any court of law. Double jeopardy. Should a defendant be tried and found innocent in court, the defendant cannot be tried again for the same crime. This is a fundamental rule of all courts. And it applies to this witness as much as it applies to anyone else. Mr. Atme will be found guilty in a matter of minutes. Guilty as Mask Demask, which means he will be innocent as far as the murder of Cain Bullard is concerned. No way. The fact that you were unable to prove Mr. Atme's guilt of the crime here means that he will never again be tried as Cain Bullard's murderer. Hope I didn't save. Uh-oh. Now there's nothing I can possibly do to win. Even if Ron is proclaimed to be innocent, the real killer, Look At Me, will go free. You have cross-examined every statement the witness has made here today, and as long as there is no more testimony, I'm afraid I have to declare that there will be no further questioning of the witness. Oh no. You found something on your computer? Uh-oh, this is not good. Yeah, this is true too, David. Yeah, this is true too. Like, why do you, like, resist to do that, right? Are there any objections? We want more testimony! Then I hereby end the cross-examination of Luke at me. It's Desiree, I guess. I think I see it. Your Honor, when you were a child, this is what was on your report card every year. Has poor hearing and often makes mistakes as a result. How did you... Phoenix, raise your head up high. Even you've forgotten what I used to tell you. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Balance? Ah! Ah! I have a question here. I have one question for everyone in my chat courtroom today. One simple question. And that is, why kill her in the frickin' first game when she makes appearances in every single case? Why kill her? Like, why? She's there to save my ass in every frickin' courtroom. You have a better question. Does she look better with Maya's hairstyle or with Pearl's? I guess, good question. I guess Pearly's outfit, it is more tight in the chest area, I guess, so, but the hairstyle, the hairdo is fine. The hairdo is good. Long time no see, Phoenix. Maya's? Mia. This is the true power of the Kurain channeling technique. I know that it's really Maya who's standing before me, but right now she's my mentor, Mia Fey. This has so many sexy abilities. This whole Kurain channeling technique. God damn it. The go-to solution for any case, let Maya handle it. Yeah, she's superior. She's like T-posing every time she comes in court. She's like, woo! I show you my true might. Now, let's do this. But there's nothing more we can do, Mia. Without many more testimony, I can't cross-examine. Not yet. The testimony is not over yet. What do you mean? Your Honor, just now you said something very interesting. You have cross-examined every statement the witness has made here today. Yes, that's true, but unfortunately, Your Honor, you've forgotten something. Earlier, after the last cross-examination, the witness made a number of remarks. Oh, it's like... Yeah, she's super competent. Yeah, this is true. They make this really clear, and in like every time she appears, she's like super confident. She's super clear about the case. She's like super focused. She knows every trick in like lawyer history, I guess. Yeah, but these comments appear to have no importance whatsoever. Very well. then we shall prove their importance via cross-examination. At any rate, as long as the witness has made these remarks, we, the defense, assert our right to question them. Is that right with you, prosecutor? Is something the matter, Mr. Godu? Ah, nothing. Oh, so lawyer, it looks like you're one step too late. If you think such falsehoods will do anything to me, look at... Let's hear it. Huh? It's true that the witness made some remarks. So then, let's hear this last bit of cross-examination. Mr. Godu is intimidated by melons. Yeah, I guess everyone in court is like intimidated by melons right now. In one way or the other, huh? Very well then, Mr. Luke at me. I'm going to allow the defense to cross-examine your earlier remarks. The defense would like to hear why you declare the defendant to be the true murderer. So please, give us one last bit of testimony. Phoenix, this is it. This is our absolute last chance, you know. I love this, like, last chance thing. In every case, like, this is our last chance. Okay, Mr. And like the judge, like, okay, this is your last chance. No, this is your last chance. But this is your last chance. Yes, Chief. The last testimony. Yeah, David was super kind yesterday. I thanked you via friggin' Discord yesterday too. He spoke up because there was like major spoiler, I guess, to the Godu character, and I didn't figure it out, and Sayo didn't figure it out because we didn't play the game at all, so we didn't know. But he was like, "Shush, please." And you know, I know that you got that. You know, I wanted to say thank you again. No, you didn't lost your temper. No, this is not true. This is okay. It's okay to lost your temper about something that is important to you. Like, again, it's good to speak up in chat, even if you're, you know, maybe your words were a little bit harsh. That doesn't mean that these are not like true words, right? So no, don't mind your temper in this. You were not super rude. You were like, you wanted to, like, you know, make it clear that please hold the phone there. So no, don't do that. It's all right. It's good. It's good to speak up. It's for everybody in chat. If you have the feeling that someone is like jumping ahead in conclusions, and yeah, and he's like a streamer too. He's like speedrunning things, so you can check him out too, I guess. Thank you, Sayo, for doing that. It's for everybody in chat. If you think someone like jumps ahead or give like information that you can't clearly have at this point, please speak up. You know, don't like blame them. Don't like, you know, just speak up and, you know, show that you don't want to want these people to, you know, jump ahead in the story. I really appreciate that, because this is something, if you are not familiar with this series and you're enjoying it like I do, or maybe you know the series and you want that I can enjoy it, I am sure that you don't want to get spoilers out and get spoilers like ruin the experience for the people here. So yeah, again, I'm like, okay, I'm like grateful for that. This is important. This makes this whole like experience a better experience. The last testimony, let's go. Indeed, it is true that I was not at Lordly Taylor. I had to leave to see about another vitally important job request. What? I didn't know that. And I had known about the date beforehand, so I had this photograph readied. My brilliant deduction was that was what informed me that the true culprit was Ron Delight. And thanks to the keycard and wallet, it was undoubtedly clear that he was there. I was also able to make a deduction from the buzzer, which only sounded once. Oh, he knows all these things? Oh, interesting. The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? The victim would have left prints if he sounded it, which means the killer sounded it. Mr. Delight was wearing his mask-demask outfit, which is why he left on prints. And the blackmail letter, the victim likely just mistook the color of the jewel. That's just ice cold. Oh, you stop that. Oh, you stop that. Zavari, therefore, all the evidence points at that poor boy. Gandalf will die in the last case? Yeah, I guess. This testimony actually seemed to hold up pretty well. No! The witness's earlier remarks do not appear to have been hastily prepared. All of his points have been explained, and none of them seem to contradict anything. But of course. But how did you know about the emergency buzzer? The police investigation documents went directly through me, and I always look over all the documents. It's elementary, Sir Lawyer. Yeah, this is a good one. This is a good example. You know, like, again, if you want to talk spoilers about the series, we have a dedicated channel in Discord. So if you can't hold back on something, or if I'm like super stupid, you can write it there, and you can make fun of me in Discord. Clearly, and yeah, you know, and in here you shush and be nice. Shush and be nice. Put put. Are you going to make even, you know, don't bring sand into the pyramid. This is not good. Someone have to, you know, broom it out. So, are you going to make even more trouble for us now, Sir Lawyer? I will not allow any of your unusual shenanigans, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Shinigamis? Not my usual shinigamis? Oh no. We cannot postpone Luke Admy's trial any longer. This is your last chance. Don't say this all the time, Judge Man. Hang on a second. Just one chance. Oh, this is a cool thing. Just one chance. So one chance to present evidence, no pressing and everything? It seems like the party's about to begin. Well, Phoenix, there isn't any evidence that contradicts with that testimony. So it would seem. What do you mean, so it would seem? Listen, Phoenix. Listen! Pointing out contradictions doesn't always mean you have to present evidence, does it? At any rate, this is our last chance. If you can't point out a case-breaking contradiction, you lose. That's all there is to it. Akio, more coffee! Stop that, you cyborg! Sleep thing. Cup number 17, the last cup. Yeah, it seems like the time has come to put an end to this trial. Yeah, this is so true, right? I have to find a fatal contradiction in this testimony. And I need to point it out without presenting evidence. Which means all I can do is find the contradictory remark and press it. You know, press the button on the controller maybe. You only get one chance. Yeah, you shush now. My god, like, remember, only your last chance. This is your last chance. Your last chance. Do you remember? The last chance I gave you last December. What the fuck? Like, but since then I gave you many more last chances. Like, So you had known about the date beforehand. So this is interesting. There are so many things in this. This is so good. Okay, I save again. I'm like, I have to press one thing. Or can I press everything? No, I can press once, right? Let's see. Mr. Adme, about this last remark. Objection. You still don't get it, don't you, Wright? This isn't the time to be pressing the witness on every little statement. There's still one thing you haven't proven. That is scum. That this scum was in Cain Ballard's office that night. Oh, he's like bottoms up. Oh, yeah, okay, so can I now like press or can I only like what? Yeah, I guess, but so Melons said I can't present evidence, so I have to press. And now, like, I guess I pressed the wrong run? I guess. Why did you know that? So I have to contradict why that he was there.
Objection.
Okay, so it's not pressing time, it's evidence time, huh? It's pressing time. Okay. I don't see pressing in this. I don't see how, like, heh? Okay, I try it again. Like, it's okay. It's okay. I'm losing my temper here because this is like. Could he know that?
Objection.
Okay, I guess this is the statement then. I'm afraid you're the one who still doesn't get it, Mr. Godu. What? Mr. Adme, it seems you have finally admitted that you were in the CEO's office on the night of the murder. I guess. Because he couldn't know that he wears the outfit because he was not seen at the crime scene, right? How can you say that? Let's review your testimony, shall we, Mr. Adme? The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? Mr. Delight was wearing his mask, the mask outfit, isn't that correct? Indeed, that's what I said. My deductions are absolutely foolproof. More like your deductions prove that you're a fool. I'm sorry, whatever do you mean? For some reason I'm starting to get really thirsty. When exactly did we learn the fact that Ron Delight was dressed as Mask the Mask when he went to the scene of the crime? It was just a few hours ago. Back when my sixth cup was looking at me with a cold stare. That's right. The defendant had yet to tell anyone else this fact before this morning. Therefore, the only people who should know this are those who have been watching this trial. Run. Do you understand now, Detective Atme? There is no way that you should have known about that. Yeah, it is that. Yeah, it is that fact, huh? Okay. Again, it was okay. Like, you're in the next courtroom being tried as Mask Demask. So then, enlighten us. Just how did you know about that piece of information?
Objection!
Come on, this detective must have known about it. He probably had plenty of chances to find out beforehand. And it's those chances that I want to discuss next. That night, Mr. Delight was wearing his Mask Demask outfit. There is one and only one way for Detective Atme to have found that out. Please recall, if you will, Mr. Delight's testimony. When he entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. For a second, my client witnessed the real killer. But Mr. Delight never saw his attacker, so there is no way to tell whether or not the real killer was Lugatme. It's with that statement that I'll turn this case on its head. Just what are you implying? Mr. Delight saw the real killer, correct? Now, if you turn that statement around, it stands to reason that the real killer had also seen Ron Delight. Impossible. Yeah, you know, like reasonable, I guess. Oh wow. Who have thought that this shadow was him? Detective Atme, you saw Mask Demask at the murder scene that night. You saw him when you killed Kane Bullard and assaulted Ron Delight. That was the only way you could have known that Ron was wearing. What Ron was wearing? Ron Weasley. What's going on? Earthquake. Where is he going? Okay. This was weird. Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. That's the same line you gave yesterday. But I think there's a little more meaning behind it this time. Is this case over now? What an awfully complicated incident. Kane Bullard was blackmailing Luke Atme, who was in turn blackmailing Ron Delight, and upon killing his blackmailer, Luke Atme tried to frame Ron Delight. He then claimed to be guilty as Mask Demask in order to escape his true crime. And to that end, he came up with this plan, to use the double jeopardy rule when making his alibi. At any rate, it would seem we finally found the truth. Excuse me, oh my god, I'm tired. Oh my god, perilously, I guess, right? I didn't make a break, guys. My tongue needs a break. Let's hear it again. Perilously, yeah, I said that, sort of. I'm tired, yeah, you shush. Yeah, my tongue, you know, my tongue is not ready to... Again, this game trains me to speak more fluid English, so this is good. I came perilously close to besmirking the record of an innocent young man. He said this, yeah, he said this time, yeah. He said this like 3 times by now. besmirking him with the title of murderer. Don't ignore me! Okay. Oh, I didn't realize you were there. Why wouldn't he? Wouldn't he be? About the verdict. I know. He never committed any murder. That's right. I'm so glad you understand that, but I really am Maskedy Mask, huh? So thanks to that trial yesterday, I'm innocent now, right? Oh. What was it you said, Double Jeopardy? Now that you mention it, I've been careless. What the fuck? What do you think, Mia? As the defendant says, the rule of double jeopardy is absolute. A defendant can never be tried twice for a crime in which he was once found innocent. Maskedy Mask is really innocent. It would seem so. For now. For now. Now then, this court finds the defendant for more not guilty. For superior not guilty. Let's go. Oh, this is really lucky. Wait, this isn't so good after all. You see, the thing is, I still am Maskedy Mask after all. A third crime? You did it, Phoenix. And you saved my ass again, Melons. Thanks, Mia. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Yeah. It's because Maya doesn't call on me much these days. Oh. I'm just joking, Phoenix. Don't take everything so seriously. But on the other hand, Maya, she seemed kind of thorn these days. You mean about becoming the master of the Korean channeling school? Becoming the master means saying goodbye to our mother. It's Faye, right? Watch over her, will you, Phoenix? Of course. Well then, see you around. No! Mr. Wright. I don't know what to say. Congratulations, Mr. Delight. Thank you so much. No, wait. Nothing really matters anymore, though. Now that all of... Come on, just be happy already. Maya. You've been cleared of the murder charges and got off as Maskedy Mask to boot. But in exchange, I lost everything. Huh? What do you mean? Stealing security information from KV Security, becoming Maskedy Mask. I did it all for one reason, for her. You mean your wife, didn't he? She hates criminals more than anything. Come to think of it, she was once held hostage by some robbers, wasn't she? You always said how she hates sneaky criminals. I knew that, but once I got fired from KV Security and lost all the money I had, she wouldn't have any reason to stay with me. Aww, I thought she would leave me for sure. Well, that's why you became Maskedy Mask. Yeah. But it's all over now. The broken bowl can never be put back again. That's not true. Right, Nick? Right. Really? Can we go back to the way things were? We'll be fine, and Nick can prove it. I can? I kind of wish of... Oh, should I like... Even if bowl isn't broken, there is always a way to put it together. Should I like show the freaking urn now? You know, it has been repaired. Yeah, now it was like broken, then it was like false repaired, and then again broken, and now it's better again. But it has paint all over now, so... The sacred urn. Jessie was the one who found this. Desiree, your wife, she always believed in you, Ron. That's why you'll be fine. You don't have to worry about anything. Ah, there you are. Mr. Light. Did it, Ronnie. You're innocent. I'm so happy. Thank you. I appreciate that, but, I suppose you don't want anything more to do with me, do you? Ronnie, why didn't you talk to me about what was going on? I had no idea you'd quit KV Security. I never imagined that you were really Maskedy Mask either. Mr. Light, what are you going to do now that you know? I whip him once a week! You know, you're not going to really leave him, are you? Come on, it's obvious, isn't it? How could I ever let a wonderful man like him get away? After all, my bike's really fast. So fast that there is no way he could ever get away. But didn't you say that you hate criminals? Huh? Oh, I only hate people who act all cowardly and sneaky, like that detective. I see. My Ronnie went and declared his crimes before he committed them, like a man. I just love a man who's so oh god. Chivalrous? It's like chivalry, right? Like a man. I have to look at this word up. This is a word for me. I have to learn this. Chivalrous, yeah. Let's do it again. Chivalrous, yeah. See, chivalrous, I guess. Chivalrous. Yeah, see, I can, like, almost say it. I knew I was right about you. Every day I spend with you is filled with thrills and excitement. Desi. You really do love Ron, don't you? Nicky boy, yes? I'm really glad to ask you to defend my Ronnie. Thank you so much. I'll never forget what you've done for us. Oh well, take care of yourselves. You too, Nicky boy. I can feel my face going red. Mr. Nick, Mr. Maya, congratulations! Wrong timing, Pearls! I'm becoming a man right here. You shush. Talk about bad timing. Mr. Nick, how could you? With another man's a wife. I am the one who getting slapped again. Ouch. But just as the case came to a close, so too did my consciousness. Ron said a broken bowl can never be put back together, but I know that's not true. I mean, just look. Oh, there is a perfect example of one that was put back together even better than before. Yeah, this is true. Episode 2, A Stolen Turnabout. The Ende. The Ende. A brand new episode has been added. I save now. And you shush now. Then I'm going to stretch and break. Finally. 1 hour more. God damn it. Thanks so much so far. See you in a bit.